1987 Donruss checklist card number 200. Joe Hesketh, Wally Joyner, Don Slott, Daryl Boston, Nolan Ryan, Mike Schmidt, Tommy Herr, Cousin Gare Templeton, Cal Daniels, Billy Sample, Johnny Ray, Rob Thompson, Bob Dernier, Danny Tartable, Ernie Witt, Kirby Puckett, Mike Young, Ernest Riles, Frank Tanana, Rich Gedman, Willie Randolph, Bill Madlock, Joe Carter, Danny Jackson, Carney Lansford, Bryn Smith, Gary Pettis, Odeby McDowell, John Cangelosi, Mike Scott, Eric Shaw, Juan Samuel, Nick Asaski, Zane Smith, Mike Brown, Keith Moreland, John Tudor, Ken Dixon, Jim Gantner, Jack Morris, Bruce Hurst, Dennis Rasmussen, Mike Marshall, Dan Quisenberry, Eric Bonk, Tim Wallach, Steve Bushell, Don Sutton, Dave Schmidt, Cousin Terre Pendleton, Jim DeShays, Steve Bedrosian, Pete Rose, Dave Dravecki, Rick Rushell, Dan Gladden, Rick Mailer, Thad Bosley, Ron Darling, Matt Young, Tom Brunansky, Dave Steeb, Frank Viola, Tom Henke, Carl Best, Dwight Gooden, Checklist, Steve Trout, Rafael Ramirez, Bob Walk, Roger Mason, Terry Kennedy, Ron Oster, John Russell, Greg Matthews, Charlie Kerfeld, Reggie Jackson, Floyd Bannister, Vance Law, Rich Bordy, Dan Plesac, Dave Collins, Bob Stanley, Joe Necro, Tom Niedenfuhr, Brett Butler, Charlie Liebrandt, Steve Ontiveros, Tim Burke, Curtis Wilkerson, Pete Incaviglia, Lonnie Smith, Chris Cotterell, Scott Bales, Ricky Henderson, Ken Howell, Darnell Coles, Don Asse, Tim Leary, Bob Boone, Ricky Horton, Mark Bailey, Kevin Gross, Lance McCullers, Cecilio Guante, Bob Melvin.